All right, anime fam. Today we're diving into the multiverse of madness, where overpowered MCs reincarnate, respawn, and casually rewrite reality itself. These are the top 10 new Isekai anime with main characters so broken, it's actually unfair. Number 10. I was reincarnated as the 7th prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. Kicking off with number 10, our boy Lloyd is basically the definition of magical nepotism. Dude's born into royalty, but instead of flexing wealth or charm, he flexes pure spellcasting chaos. The man's reincarnated with knowledge from his past life and the curiosity of a kid who discovered YouTube tutorials on steroids. What makes it fun is that it doesn't take itself too seriously. This show knows it's about a 12-year-old with the magical IQ of Einstein and the moral compass of a golden retriever. The animation? Glorious. The flexes? Constant. Lloyd literally treats ancient spellbooks like light reading before bed. But let's be honest, it's not without flaws. The story sometimes feels like, what if Harry Potter had zero emotional trauma and infinite mana? Still, if you're into magical fireworks, hilarious arrogance, and a protagonist who accidentally breaks the laws of physics every episode, this one's your sparkly, overpowered comfort food. Number 9. My instant death ability is so overpowered, no one in this other world stands a chance against me. Sliding to number 9, this title reads like someone dared the author to fit an entire synopsis in one sentence. And they did. Our MC, Yogiri, is the embodiment of "I'm tired, let me nap through this apocalypse." He gets isekai'd with a literal delete button for an ability, instant death. No cooldowns, no effort, just die. And the best part? He doesn't even care about flexing it. He's so chill, it's terrifying. Monsters charge at him, demons threaten him, gods talk smack. Click, gone. Dude's basically Thanos without the monologue. Now, it's not a masterpiece plot-wise, but man, the comedy slaps. The contrast between the dramatic world and Yogiri's deadpan attitude? Pure gold. Watching him casually erase overconfident villains is like watching karma speedrun. You'll either love how ridiculously OP he is or wish someone would challenge him. But either way, it's a fun, meme-worthy power fantasy you can't stop watching. Number 8. Failure Frame. I became the strongest and annihilated everything with low-level spells. Landing on number 8, Revenge fans, this one's your buffet. Tuka, the protagonist, gets yeeted into another world with a bunch of classmates, and of course, he's labeled as the useless one. Classic setup, until boom, plot twist. His trash tier skills evolve into god tier annihilation powers. What follows is basically 12 episodes of "you messed with the wrong nerd." The tone? Darker than your average isekai, and the MC's vengeance arc feels earned. He's not just OP, he's mentally broken, sarcastic, and completely done with everyone's nonsense. The animation isn't the flashiest, but the writing gives that grim satisfaction you only get when a weakling turns the tables brutally. Imagine Shield Hero meets Overlord, but with more emotional damage and fewer happy endings. This series reminds us that being underestimated is the best motivator, especially when you can vaporize kingdoms afterward. Number 7. The Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world. Looking at number 7, yes, the Power Ranger got isekai'd. Kidding, but not really. Our MC is literally a Sentai hero who gets tossed into a medieval fantasy world. And let's just say, goblins weren't ready for this transformation sequence. This anime is a chaotic love letter to tokusatsu fans. You've got an overly dramatic hero in armor, spouting one-liners about justice while mowing down dragons like they're rubber-suited villains from the 90s. The dude's OP not because of magic, but because he's a disciplined fighter who treats RPG bosses like Saturday training. It's hilariously self-aware, too. Watching him try to adapt to fantasy tropes while still striking poses mid-battle? Comedy gold. It's like watching Captain America in Skyrim. If you want something new, loud, and absurdly fun, this one's a hidden gem. The nostalgia mixed with the ridiculous energy makes it impossible not to smile. Number 6. Loner Life in Another World. At number 6, we've got the most relatable title ever, Loner Life. Haruka, our MC, gets isekai'd with his classmates, but plot twist. No one picks him for their party. They literally leave him behind. So what does he do? He says fine, goes solo, and becomes the most overpowered wanderer in the entire world. This show nails that quiet badass energy. Haruka's not out for revenge. He's just vibing, But in doing so, he accidentally becomes the biggest threat in the kingdom. His power-ups feel earned, his commentary is peak sarcasm, and his "I don't need anyone" lifestyle, unintentionally inspiring. It's kind of like if Saitama had crippling social anxiety, but still cleared dungeons for fun. The humor's dry, the tone is chill, and the fights go hard. You'll laugh, you'll respect him, and you'll probably start rethinking your group project trauma. Number 5. The beginning after the end. Crashing in at number 5, we've got the Isekai that broke the webcomic scene. The beginning after the end is basically if Mushoku Tensei and solo leveling had a high-budget baby. King Gray, a once powerful monarch, gets reincarnated into a magical world. And this time, he's not just strong, he's wise, patient, and constantly leveling up like he's auditioning for the Anime Hall of Fame. The world building? Massive. The pacing? Chefs? Wait, no. It's excellent. Every arc layers in emotion, epic fights, and a sense of maturity you rarely see in the genre. It's not about blind power. It's about growth, trauma, and learning to care again. If the adaptation nails the art style and emotional beats from the novel, we might be looking at the next big fantasy epic. This one's pure isekai royalty. Number 4. Villainous level 99. I may be the hidden boss, but I'm not the demon lord. Gliding into number 4, time for a twist. Our MC isn't a muscle-bound hero, but a soft-spoken girl reincarnated into her favorite game as the villain. Yumiella just wants a quiet life, but her power level says otherwise. She's literally level 99 before the story even begins. The result? Chaos, misunderstandings, and social disaster. She's trying to be chill, but everyone around her thinks she's the final boss plotting world domination. This anime's a refreshing change. It pokes fun at overpowered tropes while still delivering them. Watching Yumiella accidentally terrify everyone while watering her plants is peak comedy. If you're tired of edgy guys yelling about revenge, this one's a lighthearted power fantasy that proves being the strongest can also be incredibly awkward. Number 3, Demon Lord 2099. And now, number 3. Oh boy, this one's for the cyberpunk addict. Demon Lord 2099 throws a literal demon king into a futuristic, neon-soaked world of tech, crime, and holograms. Our MC, Veltal, wakes up centuries after his death in a city that runs on mana-fueled technology. Instead of medieval castles, we've got skyscrapers, AI, and magic-based guns. It's edgy, stylish, and occasionally confusing, but man, it's different in all the right ways. Veltal's arrogance, mixed with his curiosity about technology, makes for some hilarious moments. Imagine a 1,000-year-old boomer trying to figure out smartphones, except his phone can nuke small countries. The animation slaps, the soundtrack goes hard, and the world design screams, budget blew up, worth it. It's not perfect, but trust me. Number 3, it'll mess with your head in the best way possible. Number 2, Re-Monster. Sliding into number 2, it's the goblin glow-up of the century. Our boy Tomokui Kanata gets reincarnated as a goblin named Gobru, and instead of crying about it, he starts grinding like a maniac. He eats monsters, evolves, and basically turns from green cannon fodder to apex predator. What's fun about Re-Monster is the RPG-style narration, stats, skills, evolution, all tracked like an MMO. It scratches that gamer brain itch perfectly. It's dark, it's violent, and it's unapologetically primal. The MC doesn't just want revenge, he wants dominance. It's like watching a biology experiment where ambition eats morality. Not the most kid-friendly, but if you love power scaling, monster evolutions, and a main character who literally eats his way to godhood, this one's a wild ride. Finally, at number 1, The New Gate. This one started as a classic trapped in an MMO premise, except the twist is the MC already beat the game. He frees everyone, the credits roll, and then boom, he's stuck in the world afterward. Shin is what Kirito wishes he could be. Calm, absurdly strong, and not emotionally constipated. He doesn't flex, he helps, and the world respects him for it. It's that rare isekai where the protagonist's power feels earned, not gifted. The storytelling balances old-school fantasy charm with modern pacing, and Shin's interactions with his companions actually feel meaningful. No harem overload, no forced drama, just a confident hero navigating a new world he helped create. If you love power fantasies with substance, The New Gate is your must-watch. It's proof that sometimes being OP doesn't mean losing your humanity. And that's the list, my fellow isekai addicts. 10 new worlds, 10 overpowered legends, and 0 chill. Which of these MCs do you think would solo an entire multiverse? Drop your pick in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe, because next video, we're diving into anime where villains actually win.